Welcome back to second chapter. Signal from the melter. Dragon in flight in airspace above the Malcolm mine. All crew to battle stations. All crew to battle stations. Guild observers report to the bridge. Here we go. Did you think this is where this series was going to lead? Watching airships shoot their guns at a dragon. What's happening? The dragon is above the Malcolm mine. Look at the display. That is the most high-tech thing we've seen in the series so far. Malga, so it's in Relent. I'm amazed we found it. Where shall we intercept it, sir? A good question. We need to lure it to the lake, but we cannot afford to let it near the capital. An interception point will be near the Ragnard River estuary. Patrol ships, lure the dragon to the riverside. Attack ships, forward. Aye, sir. This is the Arcel to all ships. Our interception point will be the Ragnard River estuary. All patrol ships, lead the dragon to the interception point. Use formation B. Attack ships, launch and proceed to the interception point. Hey, it's gaseous. To think he would actually fall into their hands. Perhaps I need to settle this myself. No. If I act, it will simply be the same thing all over again. Huh. He and I are in the same position, I suppose. Great Adios, who art in the sky, please, guide us who stand upon this chaotic earth. All attack ships have launched. Estimate their arrival in 12-20 hours. Full speed ahead. Put us southwest of the interception point. Aye, sir. Restore orbital power flow to all sections. Ahead full. Helm, take us to the southwest of the Ragnard River estuary. All attack ships have arrived at their designated positions. Tranquilizer rounds loaded and ready. Alright. All that's left is to wait for the dragon to show up. All attack ships prepare to fire. Begin attack on my command. Aye, sir. And it begins. This remix is so good. Oh, he didn't like that. All ships, fire! That one on the left is missing super hard. You see how it's like fire is not even hitting it? Oh no! I'm curious as how to, like, they couldn't hit it with gunfire inside of the mine, but somehow now tranquilizer round works. Okay. Oh, I think we got it. Absolutely incredible. Huh, not even a dragon could stand up against this. My goodness, such spectacle. What a performance. Confirming splashdown of dragon into Lake Valeria. Shall we proceed as planned and bind it, sir? Proceed. As soon as you've confirmed it's safe, bring the Arcel down. We'll perform a water landing and inspect the dragon ourselves. Aye, sir. Okay, don't look at the top left of the screen where the world clearly ends. You're not supposed to see that. Of course the Arcel could just touch down in water. Wait, it did this in first chapter, didn't it? When we were chasing after Dalmor? Water landing complete. No response from the dragon. Right then, time to see this with my own eyes. Captain, accompany me. Sir. Can we? Yes, you should come too. This is an ancient dragon of legend. Not exactly something you'll get to see every day. Yeah. Is everyone following me? Yeah, we have more than the normal party size. So let's see, down one more floor. Oh no, never mind. It's, I think, the front door. Oh wow, it's so big! He's so handsome too. It's a shame he's asleep. I hope he wakes up soon. I told you, girl, if he wakes up, we're in trouble. Still, hell of a creature. Wow! Incredible hardly does it justice. Estelle! You guys came too, huh? Your Highness, it is dangerous out here. Please, I must ask you to return to the cabin. I'll be fine, General. Besides, seeing it up close, it truly is magnificent. Is it really asleep, though? We've confirmed a heartbeat, so it isn't dead. Even so, we pumped enough tranquilizers into it to stop any army of normal monsters. It'll be down for a while. Cool, that's good then. Speaking of things being good, does anybody see that Leonhard Louvet whoever guy around? I doubt he could be hiding. Louvet held the gospel, which was the linchpin of this experiment. If he is not here, does that mean they have abandoned their quest? According to the patrol ships that chased the dragon in, there was never a rider visible. I'd say it's very likely he wasn't present to begin with. Not surprising. He probably learned of our plan and fled. Typical of his sort of criminal element. I don't know. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who just turned tail and run. Indeed, we shouldn't let our guard down just yet. Incidentally, where are you taking the dragon after this? For the moment, the plan is to tow it to Leiston. After that, we'll need to discuss it with Her Majesty and Cassius first. I see. Huh? Dorothy? Did you find something? Maybe it's just my imagination, but... Isn't there a bump on his forehead? What? She's right. There's this little bump. There's a slit on it, actually. Maybe it's like an eye or some... Whoa. No. The gospel. It's here. What? What? Damn you. You will not escape. Schwartz, get us in the air. Sir. No good. Guided missiles can't get a lock. Damn it all. We can see the heat signature right there, too. It must be jamming our missiles somehow. Alright then, give it a taste of the main guns. The target is increasing speed. 2,300 cells per hour, 2,400, 2,500, 2,600? What a monster. None of the patrol ships will be able to pursue it. The Arcel's engine can keep up with that. All hands, we will now accelerate to flank combat speed, 3,200 SPH. All hands, brace for G-force shock. What does that mean? The massive acceleration and thrust will feel like it makes us heavier. Crouch down and brace yourselves. Okay. Flank speed, engage. Do not let it escape. I am. What? Dragon is descending. At this rate, we'll lose visual. Keep going. Do not lose it. How can we still be in a cloud? Wait, where is this? What do you... The Nebel Valley. Could we already be in the mist? Dragon has descended to 1,200 arch. 1,100, 1,000, 900. Dragon lost, ma'am. Julia, so we lost sight of it? We did. The northwestern part of the Nebel Valley. The place where the fog is deepest. Can we dock the Arcel in that old fort? No, the Arcel's too large. I see. The operation is over then. All operation ships are to patrol the Nebel Valley region. The Arcel will return to Bose. The dragon has fled to the northwestern corner of Nebel Valley. It's part of the valley that's hardest to traverse, and it's covered in deep fog, being further in than the bandit base was. In other words, scouting by airship will be difficult? Difficult at best. There's really no option but to dispatch an expedition on foot. But wait a second. If you send in a whole army, the dragon will just run away. She has a point. I think it would be better to try and strike at him with a smaller group while he's still vulnerable. Meaning you'd like for us to leave it to you. Well, we are more used to investigating something on difficult terrain than most of your troops. I would say we're the right people for the job. Do you have any idea of how you would investigate this? As I recall, there is no real road into that section of the valley. Simply wandering over and praying to idiots that you'll find something could take days, at a minimum. Well... Leave that to me. Oh. Agate! Tita! Yo, sorry to butt in. Pardon us. What are you doing here? And more importantly, are you sure you should be up and about? Like I told Tita, this is nothing. Just a bunch of scratches. Tita, is he serious? A stale stare, Tita. A stale stare. Yeah. I don't think Agate's really pushing himself. I see. Well, okay then, I guess. You have plenty of energy, if nothing else. You said leave it to me, but do you even know what you're talking about? Yeah, Lugren filled me in on the details. That overgrown lizard's disappeared in the northwest of Nebel Valley, right? Yeah, but what can you... I know a man who knows a lot about the area. If we ask him, we should be able to find a way to get into that corner of the valley. Oh? Who is this guy exactly? A tough old timer by the name of Welmer. He lives on the eastern side of the valley. He bragged to me once that he got across the ravine that divides that part of the valley from the rest. Impressive. Your constant hunt for information has borne fruit, you might say. Even if you find the dragon, what do you intend to do? It is not what I would call a trivial foe. Do you intend to slay it yourselves? There's a gospel on the thing's head, right? Job 1 is to deal with that. It does follow that the reason the dragon has grown violent is due to that gospel. Gospels have been responsible for all sorts of bizarre phenomena before now, after all. And if we nullify the gospel, perhaps we can put an end to the dragon's rampage. Sounds like a good plan to me. When you say you'll break the gospel, you remind me of what Father Graham did. He hit the gospel with an artifact and shorted it out, but we do not exactly have a surfeit of artifacts. Yeah, we don't have time to fiddle with stuff like that. We're just going to smash that thing into bits, frame and all. What? Whoa, hang on a sec. Can we really break a gospel that easily? Whenever I handled one, it always seemed like it was really sturdy. Let's just say we've got a solution to that little problem. Take a look. Your sword! There's something fitted into it. Oh, now I see. Russell tossed me a new gizmo of his in the mail. It's a little something for breaking gospels. For real? How is it meant to work exactly? Oh, I'll explain. The unit on the hilt applies high-frequency vibrations to the blade that will help it break a gospel's frame. Because of the vibration, the motor will break after a few hits. But Grandpa is sure that if you hit a gospel cleanly with a vibrating blade, the gospel will break. I don't think I quite get it all, but it sounds incredible. The world's greatest living genius comes through once again. I got Tita to attach it when it arrived, and it seems like it works. All that's left now is to find the dragon, and give him a good one on the forehead. So, Mr. General, how's that sound for a plan? If Russell's given you a fighting chance, I suppose I have no choice but to agree. So then, you'll let us take a crack at it? Yes, do everything you can. However, I will have airships around the valley on standby. They will be able to respond if or when the dragon slips past you. Sounds like a challenge. You just tell them that they won't need much ammo. The Arcel will patrol in Bo's airspace while you search. Once you've discovered the dragon's location, please contact us. Roger, leave it to us. I'll have C carry a message once we find it. If I'm not with them, I'll ask him to stay near Estelle. Scree! Your Highness, if you do accompany them, please take the greatest care. Estelle Bright, Agate Krosner. Huh? What? If the dragon escapes the valley, the army will move to contain it with everything we have. We will not allow the people of Liberl to come to harm again. So, do everything you can. Don't worry about protecting others. Focus on your mission and leave the rest to us. General. So basically, I got your back. Never thought I'd hear that from you, General. What brought that out? Nothing but politeness, Mr. Krosner. Captain, get us in the air. Sir. Please form your party. You may choose one other member aside from the mandatory members.
Right.
Okay, so we're going to see Welmer in the Nebel Valley, right? Yeah, he should be in his little mountain hut on the eastern side of the valley. More importantly, though, are you really tagging along, Tita? Of course! If the vibration unit breaks, I can fix it right then and there. I think my cannon can lend a hand against any flying monsters, too. Fine, whatever. Just don't slow us down, short stuff. No problem. Estelle, what is it? What's with the look? Oh, nothing much. How do I put it? I was just thinking that you two seem a lot closer now. He's been so sweet to you lately, Tita. What? The hell are you going on about? Look at that blush. But seriously, it looks like you've got your feelings all sorted out, huh? Yeah, I do. I ain't gonna run off alone and get wrecked like a chump anymore. If I do, I'm gonna have a certain little someone guilt-tripping me with her pouty face again. Aw, Agate. I see. Okay then, let's hurry to Nebel Valley. Yeah, let's move out. Well, we're all ready to go. One new job does post up on the board at this time, but we can deal with that later. For now, we need to get over to Nebel Valley. Let me create a save file. And give me 1 second, I need to check on something. Okay then, we're good to go. Alright, so Nebel Valley is, of course, once again to the east. We were just there slaying a monster not that long ago. It's also where the old bandit hangout was. No, wait, this is Hawken Gate. Whoops. On the right side of, like the intersection at the very start of Nebel Valley, you can take a different path through the valley than we took most recently. And I believe we have met that Welmer dude that Agate knows. Though when we met him, Agate wasn't with us. It was probably just to sell Joshua and Shara in first chapter. I think he teaches you a recipe in first chapter. So there is like one hut out there somewhere in the middle of Nebel Valley, and you can use his house as like a little rest point. I think he teaches you like a sit-down meal. But as it turns out, Agate's actually really familiar with this guy, and he can help us out quite a bit to get us into a part of Nebel Valley we've never been to before. Okay then, first we need to visit the little hut on the eastern side of the valley, right? Yeah, let's hurry. So when you come into like the main road, right about here is the intersection. It immediately loads you into a second screen, but if we follow along this path, we should find where this guy lives. It does get a bit confusing. And I'm sure there are chests that I have not opened somewhere along this road. Oh, this is confusing. Which one of these is progress? Let's see here. I think this is going to connect like through a tunnel or something. Oh, I don't remember. And one of these leads to like what used to be a dead end. And it's like where the secret entrance into the bandit cave was. It's the one where Joshua and the bandits attacked earlier in the game. Damn it. Why is Tita so slow? My god, she doesn't get to move before all those enemies? And Agate's frozen. Okay, so she should be able to hit all of them? No. Looks like I can only get 4 of them max. Evade 4. Now, you know the rules. Man, I did not need that quartz whatsoever. Okay, so this is the bandit hideout entrance. So I went the wrong way. Whoops. So that intersection I doubled back on. That's where the path splits. Let's see if we can get our way back there. Alright, I remember crossing underneath that bridge, so our way up should be pretty close. Here we go. Is it this? Yeah, I think you have to cross these bridges to reach his house. Should be... Nope, this is the beginning of the area. Son of a... Oh my god. If Nebel Valley gave you a map, it would be too easy, wouldn't it? Okay, no, that's where we just went. Here we go. This is the road. And there's his house. There might still be something hidden to the side somewhere. I don't know. anything... You can go past his house, right? I don't know. I don't know where the part I'm thinking of is, but somewhere there's like a point where you like cross underneath like an entire cliffside. Who are you, Sprouts? Sorry to bother you, sir. Pardon us, but we're from the Bracer Guild. Yes, I could see that. And I suppose I know this red-haired brat who's standing over here, too. Who you still calling a brat, you old fossil? Though, really good to see you, Welmer. You holding up okay out here? I'm doing well enough to be able to keep up with you kids, that's for sure. More importantly, what brings you out here? Seems like you kids are filled with purpose. Yes, we are, sir, actually. Estelle explained about the dragon attacks around the region and how it disappeared in the northwest part of the valley. Oh, I see. Explains all the noise a little while ago, at least. Hey, old-timer. You used to say that you've been to the northwest, right? If you don't mind, we'd like to know what route you used. Absolutely not. Huh? The hell? Why not? Let me ask you kids one question. Once you find that dragon, what are you going to do? Oh, it seems like it's being controlled, so we really don't want to slay it. But if it keeps causing trouble even after we break the gospel, we'll have to. Can't let it hurt people no matter what. Goodness, children today know nothing. You kids are treating that dragon as if it's just a big monster. That's no dumb beast you're hunting. That is a divine creature older than the Great Collapse. From before the Great... What? You're saying it's been here for over 1,200 years? Come on, old-timer, be serious. Sure, it might have a long lifespan, but... No, I fear Mr. Welmer may be correct. There are records of sightings of dragons that go back as far as 900 years to Liberal's founding. Apparently, they used to show themselves more often, and many of the reports are, suspiciously uniform. Seriously? Starting to think we shouldn't have thought of it like a normal monster. Trying to slay that creature would be nothing but suicide. So be good and leave it to the Royal Army. Honestly, most of the armies got their heads up their ends too, but maybe he could. Huh? Anyway, I've no desire to send young people to their graves. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. But... Hey, old-timer. I appreciate the concern, but you're a bit off the mark, don't you think? We fought a lot of nasty stuff to get this far. Intelligence Division thugs, ancient orbital machines. Nasty as they were, we couldn't just let them go because they were too dangerous. We put together what we had. Every one of us gave it our all. We managed to overcome them. This dragon's the same. We ain't just gonna blindly rush in, but we can't let this go either. So, please, lend us a hand. We need you. Agate? Agate? Finally got a bit of nobility on that ugly mug of yours, eh? Your sister'd like that. Well, after a speech like that, guess I have no choice but to help, eh? Really? Thank you, Mr. Welmer? Nah, don't worry about it. I'm not doing anything that big. I'll head out first and get things ready. Come and find me when you're ready. I'll be at the deepest point of the western side. Come find you? Wait, weren't you gonna tell us how to get to the northwest part of... It's going to evolve a bit more than just telling you. Anyway, come as soon as you can to the west side by foot. I'll be waiting. Wait! Nothing for it. Like the old man said, we should get going. Right. Deepest point of the west side of the valley, right? Yeah. Need to keep an eye out so that we don't get lost out there. Now I have to walk all the way to the other side. That's gonna take a minute. So Welmer, when he was like, well, maybe he could do something about it, when he was referring to the Royal Army, obviously referring to Cassius, so... Cassius has met everybody in this country, like seriously. Seems like everyone over the age of like 30 has met Cassius at some point. Ah, crap. Alright, go back. Just gotta be careful where I walk. Okay. There we go. This leads into the west side. This is where we, the path we took to go fight the quest monster. We never did see that owl enemy again. I noticed in editing that when I got Joshua and I was able to build up his quartz. Look, there's that tunnel I was thinking of. I was able to build up his orbment. The quartz I took off of him was the analyze quartz. And I was like, oh, they give you the analysis quartz because they want you to, here we go. They want you to be able to like record the enemies in the monster notebook that you fight with Joshua because you only get one chance at it. Looks like you made it. Old timer. So if we cross that bridge, go straight across and you'll reach a rocky mountain. It's got a cave in it that will let you climb up further. Your dragon's over that way. Gotcha. We owe you, Welmer. If that's all for you Sprouts, then I'll be heading back to my hut. Mind yourselves, though. That cave's packed with all manners of nastiness. If things get dangerous, don't be stupid. Turn around and rest up. If you need a break, come by the hut, and I'll help you out. Thanks, Mr. Welmer. We'll be careful. Alright, so completely new area. We've never once stepped foot in. Should lead us into a cave. Here we go. So this is where the dragon is. Time to really get serious. Wait a moment. We promised we would contact Morgan aboard the Arcel when we found the dragon, remember? Right, good point. Chloe quickly wrote a description of the situation. Sieg, come! Scream! Hello there, you. Thanks, Sieg. Man, that bird makes no frickin' sense. Chloe attached her note to Sieg's leg. Alright, Sieg, listen closely. I need you to deliver that note to Morgan and Julia aboard the Arcel. Can you do that for me? Scree! See him get stuck at the edge of the screen? Alright, now we are prepared. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, let's go. And now we enter our new second chapter dungeon. The Ancient Dragon's Dwelling. So it's a big sand cave with big monsters in it. It's kind of similar to the hot springs in a chapter, what was that, 2? Except this one doesn't have any like geysers in it. But you get the same idea. So this place is a bit bigger and more confusing than the hot springs were. So there are more paths, which means that there are more items to find. Oh, looks like I made it through on my first attempt. Oh, didn't mean to go back inside. But eventually, the path continues to like snake up the mountainside. What do we got here? I think this is like an optional room just for items, yeah. Tira bomb. This treasure chest graduated at the top of its class at the Riches Royal Academy. Monsters? Nope. Ebony shoes. Don't need those. No. Hey, don't you tell me no. I'll take those ebony shoes and I'll sell them. Just watch me do it. I did mention that I sold off my useless crap in my inventory finally. Had so many quartz that I was never going to use. Let's see. Which one of these is progress? Let's go over here. Oh, this isn't it. Rainbow surprise. I guess you can keep it. Don't you look at me like that, Tsundere chest. Now, this is where I came in from. Whoops. No, don't want to go out. So, if we take a hard right here. Here we go. Yeah, this is feeling more optional stuff. Physically sensing that there's nothing inside, you walk away from the chest without disturbing it. Monsters? Nope. It's a Chloe weapon. It's empty, but if you planted a seed and kept coming back to water it, you might be able to grow a potato or something. Do potatoes grow with seeds? It doesn't feel right. I don't know. I've never grown a potato. Alright, that's progress. I think. Is it? Or did we just... Did we come out where we... Did I seriously just go in a, like, big circle and... I did, didn't I? Oh my god. Alright, now we turbo mode. Now we kill the YouTube compression. I'm upset that that just happened. This direction. Nope, this is chest, so it must be off to the left. Oh, I opened all these. Where's the path? Is it down through here? I guess so. Sieg! Oh, there he is. Sweet! Julia took the message from Sieg's leg. Let's see. A sales group has arrived at the mountain where they believe the dragon to be. They're going to enter in search. I see. Transmit to all ships. Stand by at designated coordinates with armor-piercing rounds loaded. If the dragon attempts to flee, do not allow it to escape. Yes, sir. They're gonna try to kill this dragon. Can't allow that to happen. The dragon's cool. It feels very, like, I don't know, stereotypical that there's a dragon, right? It's like Trails up to this point has been, like, vaguely fantasy. But at the same time, it's like... It's a combination of, like, future sci-fi / modern tech built upon what, like, a world that used to be fantasy. So the fact that, like, the first, like, creature of legend that you meet is a dragon is like, it's a little on the nose. I could have done with not, like, it not being a dragon, with it being something else. But at the same time, I say give it a chance. Hey, Sepith. If you're reading this, please send help. We've been stuck on this game for years. Localization team. Ah, that's truer than we know. Oh, this is confusing because this that little roundabout there looked very similar to the one we did earlier. I actually think that's the end of the dungeon right there through that big one. So let's see what's in here. Must be more chests. Here we are. Misty Veil. There's nothing in the chest. You briefly wonder if you could use it as a makeshift boat. Tyrrell Bomb. I don't know what you expected. Hey, Tyrrell Bomb's pretty good. Reviving Bomb. The chest remembers your previous visit and is none too happy to see you return. Alright, let's save right here. I think this is the end. It sure is. Whoa! There it is. Is it sleeping? It appears to be yes. I don't see that Louvet man anywhere either. This might be our chance. Agate, what should we do? First, let me in close by myself. With a bit of luck, I can break that gospel with one good swing. Okay, good luck. Agate! Don't worry, short stuff. I'll be fine. Just be ready to back me up if I screw this up. Okay, be careful. So that's a gospel, huh? Let's do this. Ugh! Did I get it? Ah, hell, too shallow. Agate! This little girl just shot a frickin' mortar around at a dragon. Agate! I cracked it, but I didn't quite break it. I need one more good swing. Give me a hand. Right. Okay. I'm with you. We're fighting a dragon. Like I said, like, give it a chance. Like, I know how, like, stereotypical it is that we're fighting a frickin' dragon. See, this is Ragnard, legendary ancient dragon. Has an incredibly tough body. Uses ancient magic. He doesn't seem to have any particular resistances I need to know about. So let's just start with a good old morale.
Guys, come on.
No AT bonuses lined up. Alright, in that case... No, not this one. Go Spiral Edge. Oh, that did a lot more than I thought it would. Yeah, Tita's, Ooh. Can I clock down him? I can't remember whether or not bosses in the Sky Arc resist that. See what he does. She's gonna go in for a big attack, or switch sides and attack. He just moved. I don't remember this fight too well, to be honest. Yeah, thank goodness that works. Like, Cold Steel, like, does away with that bullshit. It's just very upsetting. That did okay. Right, I want to build a cell CP, so go with the standard attack. Ooh. And now take that crit with Agate.
You ready for this?
This is his widespread one, and it's not focused, so let's see how much it does. Ooh, did a lot. Yeah, I'll get T to kill this dragon. Well, not kill, but... The fact that it's one experience is just great. So over-leveled for that. Ah! Oh, come on, I thought we beat it! Its life force is infinite, just as the legends say. How convenient. Tita, you got a flash canister left? Yeah. Load it. Get ready to give us an opening. Estelle, princess, keep that thing cornered for just a second. Huh? Ah! You're going to... I see. Tita, fire it up, not at the dragon. We'll keep it still. Okay. Now! We did it! The gospel is broken! Agate! Agate, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Looks like it worked. Yeah, holy Stragus, that was cool! Agate, that was incredible. Well, we managed to defeat the dragon, somehow. So I guess that means things are impressive. Huh? That voice! Where the hell's it coming from? Impossible. Impressive, children of man. Your kind call me Ragnard, scion of the great worms who have long dwelt in this land. No way! It's talking? My words carry not through tongue or sound, but as an impulse through the void connecting my mind to thine. Though should it please thee, thou mayst utter aloud what flickers in the dawning of thy thoughts. Right. Wow. Okay, if we can talk, then I just want to be sure. You don't want to, eat us or anything anymore, right? I do not. My wrath, which thou didst witness, was invoked by that infernal device. It is well that I am now free from its foul tether. Thou hast my gratitude. You're welcome. We don't need your thanks. We didn't come here to set you free. We came here to stop you from destroying everything. Thy concern is full warranted. Through me, a city and village came to ruin. The will was not my own, but still, the burden of these actions is mine to bear. I cast myself upon thy mercies, as to make amends. Ask of me what boon thou willst. Well, this is really all Ouroboros' fault. And some people were hurt, but nobody died, so... As long as you express your sincerity, I'm sure they'll forgive you, I think. Sincerity. I am uncertain whether this shall make sufficient amends, given the sorrow I have wrought. Children of man, wouldst thou approach me? Okay, sure. What now? Holy, wow! This is a septium crystal. It's huge! This warm golden glow. This can only be Goldia, a septium crystal which harnesses the power of space. Scars which I have left in this land must be atoned for in kind. Wouldst thou convey my regrets and compense to those whose lives I have cast in disarray? Sure, I guess. Not good enough. You can't be serious. Come on, Agate. Such chastisement is perhaps warranted. True absolution dwells not in the realm that coin, gem, or gift can secure. No, that's not what I meant. Given the size, this one's worth an easy 10 million mira. Give us one more crystal about a 10,000th that size or so. Are you kidding me? With the exception of policing criminal activity, hiring bracers costs money. Transportation of goods inside a province usually comes out to about 1,000 mira. Since this wasn't a criminal case, so long as you can pay that, we'll take the job. I get it. Wasn't ever a... You know, I never thought that you could manage to be that roundabout. Be it as thou wilt. I shall purchase of thee thy services. Alright, contract accepted, Mr. Ragnard. We'll deliver these to the mayors of Bose and Ravenel. The matter rests in thy hands, then. Truly, 'twas a fine attack. But a lack of focus afflicted thee in thy battle against the swordsman. Perhaps thou hast slowed off aimless fury to gird thyself in stronger resolve. What? You remember what happened at the mine? Though this body acted on its own accord, still did my consciousness remain clear. Small daughter of man, thy bravery and courage were worthy of the songs of minstrels and the praise of poets. In thou I see the strength and virtue of humanity held fast, despite the passing of the ages. Aw, you're more of a teaser than I would have guessed, Ragnard. And as for thee, yes, it is well I know thy scent. Thou art the offspring of the divine blade. Huh? Whoa, whoa, whoa. How the hell do you know the old man? 20 years passed. Ere I took my slumber, a son of man stood before me. Challenge me he did, in his folly, claiming he strove to master the way of the blade. Doth he remain hale? Yeah, he's doing fine. He never casually mentioned knowing a dragon, though. Somehow that doesn't surprise me. Oh, that reminds me. Mr. Ragnard, sir, may I ask a question? Speak, child. The gospel was attached to you by that Louvet guy, wasn't it? He said something about an experiment. Do you know what they were trying to do? First I must dispel the confusion that clouds thy understanding. 'Twas not the silvered swordsman who placed the black device upon my brow. Rather, 'twas a man in white possessed of an unsettling power. The Professor, his appellation. What? You're kidding. At the Professor's side did the swordsman arrive, and in throes of my ire, the swordsman plied the extent of his art to limit the rack and ruin I wrought. Had he not lifted his hand, surely both the city and village would have been seared to ash, not a stone left upon another. No way! What the hell's his deal? He had but a single aim, to test his machine and see whether it could subvert a will such as mine, and in doing so proclaim it worthy. As a gospel of the Ariel. What? The Ariel? Whoa, wait a minute. Do you know what that shining ring is? Nowhere is it to be found, and yet it is everywhere. Possessed of infinite power, and the sum of all wisdom, yet the harbinger of bottomless despair. And when thou standest in its presence, man must offer up an answer. What do you mean exactly? I regret that I may impart nothing further regarding the matter unto thee. The ancient oaths prevent me from interfering beyond this extent. No aid can I render unto thee, nor can I guard thee from the fangs of this society. What? Hey! Farewell, children of man. In time you shall have an answer to offer up, and on that day our paths again shall cross. I pray for the hastening of that day, that hour. It's getting pretty late. Oh, I hope everyone's okay. You don't suppose the tables got turned on them? If that were to happen, Sieg would have returned to tell us that they're in danger. For now, all we can do is trust them and wait. I hope so. 1 hour until nightfall. Once that passes, we begin our assault. Captain, ready the men. Sir. That shall not be necessary. What the hell was that? That wasn't just me. Where did that sound come from? Huh? It looks like something's real big's coming up from below. What? Brave bannermen of Hosleys, hearken to my words. I am Ragnard, the dragon who has slumbered in these lands since time immemorial. My will has wrested from me, turned toward the machinations of the vile ones. But as surely as I speak to thee now, thy bracers have freed me. The full tale is theirs to tell. Till next we meet, I bid your fair skies. Whoa, it's already out of sight. Are we gonna give chase? We can't possibly chase him at that altitude. Even if the Arcel survived, we would suffocate. Oh, Adios. Those bracers are going to have some explaining to do. And thus, the incident of the dragon that had shaken the Bose region came to a close. The Stoner group spent a long time explaining everything that had happened to General Morgan. When they were finally let go, they delivered the Goldia crystals entrusted to them by Ragnard to Mayor Maybell and Elder Ryson. And so, 1 week later. You! You too. Never thought we'd meet here of all places. What brings you out here? Oh, a little whimsy, I suppose. You're here to make an offering to your sister, correct? Allow me to pardon myself. Hey, I didn't say you were in the way or anything. And those flowers, they yours? Yes, although, if I'd known the flowers would have company, I would have picked a different color. I figured there was someone other than me setting some flowers down here every year. Didn't think it was you, though. Was it? An old man like me can hardly remember the things he's done over the years. Says the army general. Agate, could I place the flowers too? Oh. Yeah, go on. Agate and Tita stood for a moment in silent prayer. Sorry about all this, Tita. Thanks for coming out here with me. No, I wanted to give my respects to Misha too. So, thank you, Agate. Whoa there. That's enough of that. I should be thanking you. And hey, I promised I'd let you meet her once work had calmed down. I guess you did, huh? The dragon apparently said as much already, but you've certainly changed, Mr. Crossner. You feel much calmer now. Cut that out. I've still got a ways to go. But now, I'm ready to actually do something about it. Everything really does start here. The downside of the army which you spoke of. Having thought them over again, I believe your argument had some merit. Nah, that was just, blowing off some steam at people who didn't deserve it. It's not like I think the army did anything wrong. No, listen closely now. If there's anything I've learned from this, it's that we need both bracers and the army to properly function as a society. The organization and hierarchy of the army is certainly useful, but there are times when the bracers' swift actions lead to better results. Without both, we could never have stopped this crisis. True enough, it's thanks to your plan that we found the dragon at all. Alan Richard had the right of it, in a way. The flow of information since orbits were developed has increased rapidly, to a point where no single group can capably manage it. The only way for us to process it all is to expand our numbers and allocate the work to progressively fragmented subdivisions. The army sure got that down. You've got the border garrison, airship crews, the royal guard, even the intelligence division. Indeed, it was a necessary evolution to keep pace with the times, even if a multitude of issues have fallen through the cracks in the process. For us, there's no turning back. That being said, you bracers are free to do as you will. We as the army are limited, but you can, and by all accounts should, protect the people to the utmost of your abilities. Come again? That may cause our two factions to clash every so often, but we'll just as often come in support for one another. Whatever the situation may call for, we found a way to compensate for our flaws and keep from straying down the wrong path. Personally, I wouldn't have it any other way. Kinda got a point there. Alright, if it makes you happy, we'll keep butting in on your business at every possible turn, General. Hope you're ready. I could say the same to you. Keep in mind not to do anything too reckless. Pardon me for disturbing such a peaceful moment. You! Oh no! You are. I believe this is the first time we've met, General Morgan. I'm Enforcer of Ouroboros. You may call me Leonhardt. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. What did you... You! What the hell are you doing here? This is a place where the dead rest. There's only one proper thing to do. Or do you intend to reenact our last meeting here, in a place like this? Agate! I know. Louvet offered a silent prayer. Leonhardt, Louvet the Blade Lord, yes? I too do not wish to disturb the dead, but I have a question I would ask of you. By all means. Earlier, it seemed as though you kept the dragon from causing greater damage than it otherwise would have. And here you are now, offering prayers for the departed. So why would a man such as yourself bring chaos to our land? What sort of demons in your soul drive you to such acts? The only reason I reined in the dragon's rampage was to conduct a proper experiment. I had no goal beyond that. Surely, General, I simply act as the hand of the society as it orders. I am bound to the will of the society and no other. Do not think to compare yourself to me. You, who are bound by the force to silence over Hamel. Hamel? What's that place got to do with anything? In any case, Agate Krosner, your resolve is clearly hardened, but that means nothing if you don't have the strength to support it. Should you fail to measure up the next time we meet, more than your sword will end up broken. Don't you worry about me. The same goes for you too, pal. Don't think you can just strut around all confident forever. I'll catch up to you real quick. Be ready. I look forward to it. Mr. Leonhardt's eyes look so lonely. He tries to be cold, but he was so sad when he was praying. Hey, General. Hamel was a village just across the border in Araponia, right? You know that name, do you? Us Ravenu folks occasionally had contact with them before the war. Not anymore, though. Not sure why. Why would he bring that name up? I'm afraid I am not free to speak on the subject. It connects to matters of international security. To what? I can, however, say this. If my suspicions about that man are true, then that man, Louve, has stared into the pits of Gehenna with his own two eyes.